It was the last day. My flight was leaving at 4:30 p.m. So you got to be there like 1 o'clock. And, we wanted to get breakfast before we head to the airport. So I called, they said they have tables, They told me to wait for my table. And, you wait outside. So you know how women are. Generally, my wife, she wants to go see the cosmetic, which is right next door. It's called Golden Harmony Cosmetics. And she was in there. Then the waiter come and said, hey, the table's ready. I actually dropped her off, went and parked the car and came back because, I had the kids. And they said the table was ready. So I went to in front of the store and I told my wife, let's go. But I told her in Arabic, let's go. And that's it. I walked away, She heard me. So, our table's ready. The next thing you know, I have somebody like coming from behind me, a young lady. And she was like, what language did you speak? And I said, Arabic. And she goes, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Palestine. And then she goes, where? I thought she was Spanish. So I said, Palestina. And then she goes, where's your passport? And I said, what? And she said, where's the passport? And I said, she goes, you don't exist. People like you don't exist. I said, what the hell's wrong with this lady? And then I realized, I seen she had an Israeli thing on her neck. And I said, oh God, this is just like a headache now. I said, who do you think you are? And I confronted her. I was like, I'm not going to let you do this. You're a horrible human being. And we're in her store. And then she spit at me. And and then the other girl approached, and it could be blurry right after that because you're like, what the hell? You're going there to eat eggs and, pancakes. My buddy pulled me. We went, so when I was going in, the waiter that was serving us went over there and said, I'm so sorry. She's not allowed on our property anymore. And apparently, this group has had, they've had issues with others, I would presume. So while I was in the restaurant, you want to eat. The kids are very nervous, very sad. People are apologetic and, but you want to comfort the kids. So you're like, there's bad people in this world, whatnot. But when I went outside, I said, you know what? Let me get a picture of this young lady. I went to take a picture, which I did. I got a picture of her. She ran out in the back. And she went out in the back, and the girl that was with her, if you've seen the video, approaches me. That's when I turned my camera on. I said, oh, this is going to be interesting here. Let's see where this takes us. So I proceeded to tell her, you can't delete the videos. Why would you do something like that to me? And I didn't look at the video again. So I have never played the video. So you've seen the video firsthand more than me. I never looked at the video. I don't like looking at things like that because they just bring sadness.
Why is she hiding back there? Look at her. Look at her. Why is she hiding?
I don't know, because you're...
Tell me, why did she discriminate against me?
But
I'm Palestinian, and she discriminated against people. I didn't tell her my religion. I didn't tell her my ethnicity. So why did she discriminate against me?
I don't know. You need to ask her.
And why is she still being employed here? Here, take your keys. No, take your keys. Leave me alone. I want to take care of this. Why is he? Why? I'm going to film you because your embassy's going to look at it. Why is she still working after what she did to me? She spit at me in my face, right in your store. Do you have a camera system in this store?
Yes, we have everything.
You have a camera.
We can make everything.
What is your name?
Stop filming.
Why when the camera turns on, everybody doesn't want it no more?
Because I didn't do anything to you. I don't know. I don't
Why?
understand
Are you the manager here?
I'm not the manager.
Where's the manager?
So we will call the manager.
Where is he? I'm not going to turn off my camera.
Okay. So we can fix.
Is that the manager? No, he's not the manager.
He's not the manager.
Okay. So why is she still in there after which she spit in my face, discriminated against my religion, culture, ethnicity, and everything? Why is she still in there? Working with customers?
We will take her off from the shift right now.
Why shift? What's her name?
Okay.
Look, even if I have to go to the U.S. to drop these people off and come back tomorrow and bring the police here and bring the lawyers, I will do that. I have nothing better to do in my life right now. After what you did to my kids and my family, when we nothing but respected you in your store, that's what you do. I would never allow somebody like that to be in Aruba.
We're really really sorry for
No,
what happened to you.
if you're not giving me her name, so the cops are going to come and ask you, well, this guy on this video is asking you, why is she still on a shift and you're not providing the name?
Okay,
So what is her name?
But it's not me to do this. You know.
What is her name?
You can speak with
Where's
her
the manager?
and we will give you the
No, I don't want to
manager.
speak to her because we're just
Okay,
going to
you know
make it
what?
worse.
So just wait here.
And I have the employees here. They're going to be witnesses.
Okay.
How about this?
There's no.
Who owns that
problem.
company?
Okay, so this is
Who owns
what
the company?
So this is what
Who
we're
owns
gonna
that
do.
company?
I will call the manager for you.
No, I'm leaving. I got to go to the airport. But tell him.
What can I do for you?
What's her name? Just tell me her name.
What can I do?
Can you just tell me her name?
Listen.
What's her name?
I will give you to talk to
What
the
is your
manager,
name?
and that's it.
So
And
you're not
they
giving
will-
me her name. I don't want to talk to the manager. What's her name? That's all I want.
You're so tough. Oh my gosh.
And what I could recall is them admitting or not denying everything they did to me, which was the most shocking thing, you know? And, you know, you're frustrated, but at the same time, you have friends with you, you have kids, and you just want to get away from the problem. And you know, you can't call the police because if you call the police, you're going to miss your airplane. You have 7 people, you know? So I said, all right, I don't have to deal with this when I get back to the States, which here we are. What I asked the lady in that thing, from what I recall, if you're so apologetic, what is she still doing here? You know, if it was my store and that happened, I would fire my employee. He would not be in the building. That's not happening. And it seems like the smile on the girl that I was speaking to, you seen the video when I walked in, they're laughing. How can you, after an incident like that and doing that to a tourist, be laughing? Like, you have to be a demon to even have, you know what I mean? You would be upset. Like, you would be helping customers, but you could tell in the face you're not like, hey, what happened? No. It's like they celebrated what they did to me. Sent an email this morning to the or yesterday, I can't recall, to the Prime Minister's office. And then I called the police today, and the lady that answered gave me, what's his name? Randall, Detective Randall. I sent him an email, but you know, you can't send a video because it's too big. So the only way you can send it is like I send it to you on WhatsApp.
Yep.
I didn't hear back from them, which, you know, you wouldn't give somebody 24 hours. I called the Prime Minister's office, and I spoke to a guy named Jossy, Jossy. I guess he's the secretary or, you know, aide to the. It seemed like they wanted to brush it off.
Yeah.
When I said, look, I came as a guest to your country on your behalf. You know, I believe in companies or corporations or governments, leadership starts from the top. If I'm calling you, you should take some action. Well, we're not the police. Yes, but you can call the police and tell them, hey, you know what? This person called us. This is an urgent matter. Go look into it. I'm telling them this because you don't want the videos deleted. I contacted a few attorneys, you know, and it's funny how one attorney asked me in a what's up? What do you want? And I'm like, I want justice. Like, do you want money or something? I want justice. Everything else comes later, but justice is first. Forget about money when it comes to this stuff. This person, it seems the way they behave, they're repeat offenders. And I don't believe Aruba should allow somebody like this, if they're on a visa, to stay in that country. It's too much of abuse. It's better than Disney World. Why would you allow somebody to sit there and do that to your guests and allow them to sit? No, send them back. Because there's 1,000 other people willing to take her spot that are nicer and sweeter and more kind-hearted. So her reaction is, she seemed like she was in the military. She wanted to hit me, but the laws don't allow her here. She was getting frustrated. She couldn't kill me or hurt my kids or throw me off or put me in jail or do whatever she felt because we're in your country. And you would never allow it. And that's what was frustrating. And I knew it. That's why she spit, because she knew she couldn't take an M16 hit me in the stomach like she would dare. She couldn't, do all the horrible things that they would do. And you could find enough online to just, to verify what I'm saying.
Of course.
In the United States, you can't do that. In Aruba, you can't do that. In Europe, you can't do that. They need to take action because, first, to protect their own interests, their own island. It's like a bad apple. If you don't pull it off the tree, it'll spread. It seems like this person has been getting away with this for a very long time, and nobody has spoken because it's time consuming.
Of course.
I think I spoke to another reporter, and he said he sent the video over to the tourism minister. I tried to call him, but they didn't answer there because I want to verify if he does have it. In these particular cases, now what I did is, and I would always recommend Salt and Pepper, the restaurant. They're stand-up people. And I believe some of the workers are from the island, and that's why I like the island. I traveled the island to all the areas, even the disadvantaged areas, because I always like to go there because I always like to see what's going on, because everything is beautiful up front. And their concern level is very high, and you don't see that around the world.
Yep.
When I called today, I spoke to the manager, and I asked him, I was like, look, people tend to forget after a few days. Can you do me a favor? Speak to your employees that were there yesterday. Get some statements from them, get their names, so that way if the authorities come, you have all the information. And he was very receptive to it. Most places would say, that's none of our business, or that wasn't on our establishment, or, they'll make it up an excuse. No, this particular person, I think his name was William, the manager there, the shift manager. And he was like, yes. And then there was another waiter. So, it shows how the people of the island react to something like this. You can't judge. She's not even a Aruban. So
Of course.
for me to say I'm not going to come and see the Aruban people, it's like she won. You don't let people like that win. You fight them head on. You don't let them take your seat. You make them move. You make people aware of their actions, and you tell them, leave. Either change your behavior or leave. But no, why? I've went to your stores. I went to your supermarkets. I've got the best recommendations from the locals because everybody goes to online. But guess what? Ask a local where to eat. He'll tell you where to eat because that's where everybody else eats. No, they're great people. No, absolutely not. I'll go back tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm willing to come back and testify against this lady if I have to.